Hello and welcome back to Attacking Third, the CBS Sports Soccer podcast. We are so pleased to have player interviews to go alongside our team-by-team previews during the NWSL preseason. Today, we have a special interview segment with Kelsey Turnbow, forward for San Diego Wave FC, and first time on Attacking Third. So welcome to the show, Kelsey.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're so excited to chat with you. We're always excited to chat with new players, new to the league, starting out their careers as professionals. And you're a new face for the league, but maybe not for NWSL fans. You were originally selected in the 2021 draft by Chicago Red Stars, but during that draft, it was a very unique draft, right, where players could opt to utilize their eligibility to continue playing in college. So you went with Santa Clara Broncos for one more year. Exciting times, right, to sort of close out your collegiate career, getting a national championship, and then just this past year, making it back to the finals once more. How was that final year in that run with you and the Broncos there?
It was absolutely incredible. When I found out that COVID gave extra eligibility to NCAA athletes, I didn't blink an eye. I knew that my time there wasn't finished. I wanted to earn my MBA to achieve a life goal of mine, as well as my goal going into Santa Clara was to win a national championship, and we hadn't done it thus far. And so I knew that was another great opportunity to make a run at it. And we were so hungry for it. And so that year, and we just had so many setbacks, but kept pushing through, and to beat Florida State, which is such a great team in the finals, and in that College Cup, to win the national championship. It was so rewarding. And then to go back to the College Cup the next season, we had 2 seasons in one for people who aren't aware of that. To go back to back College Cups was absolutely incredible. It was a testament to the perseverance and overcoming adversity of my team, and such a rewarding year.
It really was 2 seasons in one, because you played in the spring and then you played again in the fall. So in one calendar year, 2 very incredible, successful seasons. When you chose to go back and get your MBA, congratulations, that's fantastic. Did you have a different mindset knowing that you had already been drafted? You already had a next step in your playing career after college. Did it change your mindset being at Santa Clara that final year?
A little bit. I think the draft is sometimes a little bit scary for people to think about. It's like, oh my gosh, am I going to get drafted? Our coach is going to like me. And so for me to know that I had a home to look forward to, it took that pressure off of me a little bit, while also creating this fire inside of me and hunger to really grow that next year, because I wanted to go into the NWSL prepared and ready to make a difference. And so it was kind of a 2-in-1 of relieving that stress, but also giving me an extra push to grow and prepare myself.
Ultimately drafted by Chicago to the Red Stars. But since then, you were traded to San Diego Wave FC throughout the offseason this year. Probably not how you expected your first unofficial season in the league to go, but how did you hear about the trade? Kind of walk us through when it all went down and how you heard about it.
Yeah, it was a little bit crazy. I was actually in the College Cup, so we were staying at a hotel because of COVID with our team in San Jose, and there was just, I think whenever trades happen, there's talk before, like, hey, you might be traded, and so I was kind of aware of it, but then it all happened so quickly. Honestly, it was crazy. But to go from one great team to another great team, I just wanted to make an impact in whatever team that I was placed with. And so to be able to stay in California, which is a state I'm very familiar with since I've spent the past 5 years here, it was very exciting.
You know, with the 2022 preseason underway for NWSL, preseasons always sort of bring this aura of newness, right? But for San Diego Wave FC, it's maybe like hitting double time with that, right? It's like preseason, so you've got the aura of newness, but it's also an inaugural team, so it's going to be like their very first season getting into NWSL. So for you, getting in the mix of preseason with San Diego, how's everything going so far? Kind of getting in these early weeks with the team, is it what you've expected, sort of getting to this professional level?
Yeah, it's absolutely been incredible. The coaching staff's incredible. The players are awesome and welcoming. I think it's really neat that we have the opportunity to build a culture here that hasn't been established yet. And so there's no predetermined friendships. There's no right way of doing things so far. And so Casey and the staff have this opportunity to to really create what they want here in San Diego. And it's so special to be a part of that. Just the first couple weeks of preseason have been awesome. It's such a competitive environment. They foster an environment where we're battling all the time, and we're not afraid to fail because those are growing opportunities, and we're learning each other's tendencies because no one's played with each other before. And so it's just been really awesome. It's such a neat opportunity for all of us, and we're really hungry to get on the field and to compete.
There hasn't been a ton of fixtures yet. That's going to come with the next few weeks. But in terms of the collegiate game and that transition to the professional game, what are you finding maybe the biggest adjustment for you right now?
Yeah, so going from club soccer in high school to college soccer, it was, hey, college soccer is going to be bigger, stronger, and faster. Same thing going from college to pro. It's bigger, stronger, faster. The NWSL is such an athletic yet still technical league in the world, and so it's another pace, and I think that it takes a little bit of time getting used to, but since we played at such a high level in college, I think the transition's been a little bit easier. However, yes, it is dog eat dog out there, and it is so fun to go to practice every single day, and my legs have bruises and scratches all over them. We are battling and competing, but that's the fun of the game. Like, we didn't come to play soccer for it to be easy. We came to battle and challenge ourselves. And so that's the most exciting part about it.
Bigger, faster, stronger, and the competition that you're going to play against every day in the league and also in training every day. I mean, at San Diego Wave, you're playing with some of the top players, not just in the league, but in the entire world. Forward Alex Morgan, defender Abby Dahlkemper, gold medalist for Canada, goalkeeper Caitlin Sheridan. How is it playing with these top players?
Oh my gosh, it's such a blessing. I feel like I'm learning so much every single day. I mean, these girls have been in the league for years and have been playing for their respective countries. And so they have so much experience and so much insight that they can provide to us younger players all together. And so just really soaking up everything they say, and even watching what they do in practice. Whenever we're on the sideline, we're able to observe what they do. And so I'm just here to take it all in and learn all I can. And hopefully I can steal some things from their games and implement it in mine. And hopefully I can help them grow as well. But it's just been absolutely surreal. I mean, you think about it, we've been watching these girls play on TV since we were young. And so to be teammates with them and wear the same jersey and stand next to them on the field is truly surreal.
You mentioned learning from those people. Sorry, Sandra. I want to pick your brain on this because as a player, you tend to look at the players that are in your position. So when you look at a player, say like Alex Morgan, also a forward, what are you looking to learn specifically from her and her game?
Yeah, well, something that I've just noticed just by watching her movement off the ball is absolutely incredible. And I don't think you really can appreciate that fully until you see it day after day in training. And so I've been definitely picking up on her movements and on, obviously we're working together on the same team. And so I have to learn her tendencies as well, but just respecting that all the little extra things that these professionals do, they're so good at what they do. And even in the training room, like how they treat their bodies, how they go about the little tiny things, it makes such a difference. And so for us to be able to witness that day after day and to pick up on these things is incredible.
So there's a lot of veterans, a lot of NWSL experienced players right now in preseason with you that you are keeping an eye on yourself as teammates, but also, like you said, trying to learn a little bit from as well. But in terms of you, right, in terms of Kelsey Turnbow, for NWSL fans who maybe didn't follow the collegiate game, didn't follow your career in Santa Clara, what are some things that fans should know specifically about your play on the pitch? What are you going to bring to San Diego Wave FC?
Yeah, I'm a very gritty player. I play with so much passion. I think that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I love to win and I love to compete. And I think that characteristic of mine really translates well to what Casey and their coaching staff want to foster at San Diego Wave. It's such a competitive environment, and for us to grind out those wins is huge. I'm also a very technical player. I love to see the field and to set people up. I love scoring goals, but I also love to set other people up to score goals as well. And so I think that adds a different dynamic that not everyone has. So Yeah, those are two of my characteristics. There's a lot more, and I'm excited for people to watch so they become San Diego Wave fans and support us out there.
Yeah, give us a plug. I'm all for the plugs here at Attacking Third. Yeah, cheer for Kelsey, cheer for San Diego. Go for it.
There we go.
So assisting players, I mean, that's great, but scoring goals, that's so much fun. For you as a forward, when you get to score those goals, what is like your favorite kind of goal to score? Like, it's just so sweet in your mouth. Is it a header? Is it a volley? Is it a shot from distance? Is it a breakaway, running onto it off of a cross? What is your favorite kind of goal?
Oh my gosh. It just makes me so excited to think about scoring goals and our team scoring goals. I was talking to someone at practice the other day, and we just agreed that there's nothing like scoring goals. Whenever your team works so hard together for 90 minutes, that feeling that someone, it doesn't have to be me, it doesn't have to be whoever, it's just like a team collectiveness to score a goal. It's just the absolute best feeling. To get back to your question a little bit, if I had to choose what my favorite goal would be, I scored a volley against Duke this past season, and that was honestly the best feeling. Those goals are kind of few and far between. So that was incredible. And then also just like an upper 90 shot. I don't think it gets better than that when it hits high in the net. It's like, oh my gosh, that's so satisfying.
I'm gonna maybe switch it up a little bit. So we're talking about players on your team who you're currently excited to play with and to learn from. We're talking about how absolutely hyped you are to get into the mix and score some goals. But you've been immersed in the college game for the last several years, and as you finally take these steps as a professional, are there players that you're looking forward to playing against? Really kind of getting into the mix, go take on 1v1?
That's such a great question. And I honestly haven't thought about that. I've been so immersed in our training environment because we're training against great players in our environment, as you've previously touched on. But I just went to U23 women's national team camp, and the very last day we were able to face up against the full team, which was an absolutely incredible experience. And so just to play against the top talent, that was so special to me in that one day. And I know that the NWSL possesses so much talent across the board. A lot of the national team players do play in this league. And so to be able to go up against them and to kind of gauge where we are compared to them. And it's really neat and it's rewarding. And so I think I look forward to that a lot.
Do you have any friends on other teams that you played with in college or in club growing up that you're looking to play against again?
That's a great question. Yeah. So there's several Santa Clara Broncos that are in the league. Previously they were at Reign, but I think a couple of them transferred down to Houston. So I think Sophia Huerta, she's still at Reign. There's some girls at Houston that were previously on my team. So I think I'm definitely looking forward to playing against them. And then just being in the youth national team system throughout the years, I've been playing in the system since U14, and so met a lot of great friends along the way, a lot of great players who have made it into the NWSL, and so to see their faces and to see them succeed makes me so happy.
So you got competitions, you're pumped for that. You're having a good time in training. You're scoring lots of goals, talking about scoring goals, and it just gets you so hyped up. But when you look at the season ahead of you and being your rookie year in the league, what are some personal goals you're looking to set for yourself this year?
Yeah, I think my ultimate goal is to just contribute and help my team in any way I possibly can, whether that's off the field, creating a great culture and inclusive environment for my teammates, or on the field, pushing my teammates to be the best that they can be in practice, on the field in games, if that's making that final pass, if that's making that defensive run to make a slide tackle to save our team from getting scored on, or if that's scoring the winning goal, like whatever it takes, I want to be there for my team and help us win, because ultimately we're a championship team and we're creating a championship culture, and we want to win. So anything that contributes to that.
I love that. I know we're excited for the season and to start, whether it's Challenge Cup or the regular season. And we're going to be keeping an eye on San Diego Wave FC and you and your role with the team. Whenever we do these interviews alongside of our previews, we'd like to sort of close them out with a bit of fun. We've been asking some things that have been coming up in a lot of these interviews because they are preseason interviews. So it's like the concepts of like getting into a routine and getting into a rhythm and stuff like that. So we've been asking a little bit of a two-parter question that I'm going to also pitch to you. So in terms of getting back into a routine or taking these first steps as a pro, when it comes to a pre-training or a post-scrimmage beverage, A, are you a coffee drinker? And B, if you are, or if not, what is it, or what is your sort of go-to beverage order?
Yes, huge coffee drinker, but it's only 1 cup a day or else I'm going to be bouncing off the walls. And so my roommate Naomi Germa and we recently purchased a Keurig, so we're not going to Starbucks or another local coffee shop every day. So we're trying to save a little money. We feel like it's going to pay off in the end. So we're doing our morning Keurig. We do buy little Starbucks Keurig cups, but we're doing that. And then after practice, it sounds super weird, but Naomi and I also get really excited to drink our post-workout protein. It tastes really good and it's vanilla ice cream flavored. So those are our 2 things these days.
Nice, like that. Enjoy that. Love that you're like also giving some showing some love to your roomie there. Appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Obviously 2 rookies that we're going to be keeping an eye on. Oh, let's do a little rapid fire. Let's have a little fun. Just say like maybe the first thing that pops off in your mind. Let the fans get to know you a little bit. Maybe this could be considered maybe kind of a risky start. Adidas or Nike?
Oh my gosh, I can't even answer that. I don't know.
All right, let's just go to the next one. That's a great answer. You're already an absolute pro.
Yes, you're a pro with this. That's fantastic. All right, so day game or a night game?
Night game.
Love that. Do you have a preference for dogs or cats, or are you an animal lover of both?
I say both. Furry animals are sweet. I'm a little bit allergic. I hate to say that because it makes me so sad, but I like looking at them from afar. They're both really beautiful animals.
If you have a weekend getaway, are you going to the beach or are you going to the mountains?
Oh my gosh, these are tough questions. Grew up in the mountains, so I loved being along the river, but now that I'm in San Diego, man, these beaches are incredible, so I might have to go with beach.
Nice, good answer. When it comes to cuisine, are you going for a breakfast food or do you have a preference of a dinner type food?
Oh my gosh, I say burritos all day long.
You're in a good spot in San Diego.
I know.
And you know what? Great answer, because you can get a breakfast burrito or you can get like a more savory dinner style burrito. Fantastic.
That's true.
I love it.
When you have to play, do you prefer artificial turf or grass?
Grass. We love a nice pitch. Santa Clara had a beautiful field, and I know that we're going to get a very beautiful field as well here too. So very excited for that.
Right on. We're talking a little bit about goals. So is your preference to get one off of maybe like a sick corner kick or a direct kick?
Oh my, direct would be cool.
All right, more goal questions for you. Are you more amped on a breakaway or to take a penalty kick?
Breakaway. PKs are a little stressful, man. I don't know.
Hey, we're trying to have fun with it. Lefty or righty? You got a preference on the foot?
For a PK?
Whatever you want.
Just in general, probably lefty.
Love that. We love a lefty. Oh man, this was fun. Thank you for humoring us and letting the fans have a little bit of fun with listening and watching the interview here. We always like to take the time to thank our listeners at the end of the episode. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you, Kelsey, for joining us. Good luck in the 2022 season. Everybody, you can follow us on Twitter at Attacking Third. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and anywhere you listen to your podcast shows. If you leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, that helps us out so much. And we're also available as video. Subscribe to us on youtube.com/Attacking Third. And we'll be back with more team previews ahead of the 2022 NWSL season. For Sandra, Herrera, Lisa Roman, and Kelsey Turnbow, this was Attacking Third.